Morning guys, it is 8 AM in the morning. At the moment, I'm just deciding, checking out what the weather's going to do. I've got my good buddy Josh back from Aussie. He's been on a few trips with us in the past, catching some good snapper. He's actually probably been one of our good luck charms. So at the moment the weather's looking pretty good. It's going to be 5 to 10 knots variable all day today, so we're going to hit up D'Urville. D'Urville's patchy this time of year, there's not a lot of fish around, but we just want to do an overnighter. Vaughan and Suzanne's are tagging along in their 770 Senator, and me and Josh are going to take up my 650 Senator up there for an overnight trip. But we might fish the western side and go for grouper today, and maybe a troll for a tuna, and then we're going to come around to the eastern side and park up there overnight because that north-west is meant to kick in and come in late Wednesday afternoon. There's 2 or 3 weather websites I look at. Mainly I look at Predict Wind, also Windy TY, and last of all Swell Map. Now I look at all 3 of them. If all 3 of them line up and are doing pretty much a similar weather pattern, you're good to go. If they're all doing something different, you don't go fishing. But probably I pay for Predict Wind, and Predict Wind by far best weather mapping system, which I'll run you through a bit of that quickly because I've got to pack up and get ready to go. So on the side here guys, I've got observation, so I can click on that and that instantly gives me live weather. So Farewell Spit's 5 knots at the moment, Stevens Island's 4 knots, Nelson's 3 knots, and then you can just click on the actual icon and it'll bring up the wind for the last 48 hours. Click on there and it'll give you the last 6 hours. So I got up to 14 knots at 4 AM, and now at 6 AM it's dropped away to 8 knots, and then it's pittering all the way. Last hour. Okay, then you come up to forecast, and then you can click on wind maps. So you've got 2 different weather satellites. Now if these 2, we play it through, it'll play through the week. So with the wind maps, you've got 2 different wind maps here. Now if these 2 line up, because they're used on 2 different satellites, the degree of accuracy for the weather is better. Now if they're both doing completely different things, you don't go out because it's mixed. So if one will say 50 knots, other say 2 knots. So if they don't line up, the chances of the weather being accurate is very remote. See at the moment there, if you stop it there, you can see that one's saying an easterly, that one's saying a sou'easter, and that one's a maximum of 5 to 10 knots. When you look on here, it's 20 knots. Then you can run the icon anywhere over the map and it'll actually say, so that's 22 knots there. Then you can go into forecast tables and click on an area. You can choose your own areas. So if I go D'Urville Island and click on D'Urville, that gives me the forecast for D'Urville. So first of all, it's telling me 4 satellites up the top there, and you can see they're all pretty close, so that confidence and accuracy is pretty good. Running all nor'wester to come down here, that's wave height, so 0.8, 0.6, the period, and then you've got wave direction, and then you come down the bottom, you've got temperature, rainfall, and then overcast. So it's overcast down here on the bottom. Over here you can see there's a little bit of rain. That's Thursday. So tomorrow morning, this green here from 1 AM starts to build, and by 11 o'clock you've got nearly 20 knots westerly coming through. So that is when we're probably going to be making our way back. But that is Predict Wind. Okay, Windy TY is another one. This is a great one down the bottom corner here. You can just push play and it'll play through and scroll through. So if this is lining up with Predict Wind and also Swell Map, it's a good degree of accuracy.
Are we going to go up the inside or just straight up the west side?
I think we'll just see what it's going to do, eh?
Copy that.
The forecast is saying up top those only 4 knots, and we've got like a 10 knot in closer to Nelson, so it'll probably be fine past Pepin Island.
Now Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. We'll just wait and see. There is a bit of a breeze here.
It's good, eh?
So that's the same size what you're down to there.
Yeah. It's a weapon. Right, so we have just launched. It's good to have my old pal Josh back from Aussie. Now he's over in Aussie all year. We don't get to actually see him too much, so it's good to have him out. And yeah, it's blown about 10 knots, 9 knots nor'wester into Nelson, but up top's pretty calm, so we're just going to make our way up and see what it's going to do. Maybe have a go for a tuna, because you're pretty keen for a tuna, eh? Yeah, so we'll see what's going to do and we'll keep you posted. But shit, it is hot today. 1st of December. January. Yeah, it's true. Take me about 2 months to figure that all out with dates and all that sort of carry on. Oh,
That's on the raspy side, isn't it?
yeah, a little bit, isn't it? Jig master, wasn't I? Right, so we're just rigging up now for a tuna. We're going to run 2 stick bait rods out wide either side here at the back. Actually, probably in the centre. We're going to run 6, 7 lures. We're going to run 7 jet set, Black Magic jet set lures. Last year they were dynamite for us. Water temperature's down. It's only, yeah, well, I mean, I think we're heading closer. Well, because this water temperature's quite cold out here. If we can get into the change and stay in this blue stuff.
Yeah, well, that would be the trick though, because this is blue, but it was green back where we were.
Yeah. So if we could do that and head in there, we'll see how we go.
Hey, I forgot, what's the trolling speed for you?
We're going to go 7 knots.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, so we're rigging up. We'll get into it. So we're just using Black Magic, the heavy game ones, and what we're doing is just clipping on the tuna lures, and then a 5-turn uni knot to tie that onto my mono leader. Good chance to get a shark. Thank you, awesome. Right, so right, got another jet set somewhere, homie.
There's a couple of us. See?
Have you got a fruit salad? That one? How many did you rig up? This is your ones.
Yeah, I'll just throw that one off.
Oh, yes, sweet. Right, I'm going to try a fruit salad. Actually, no. It is the fruit salad. Look at that guy. We're fully locked and loaded.
You need a 7? You got it.
Well, I've got 3 here and 2. Do you want to know I'm missing one? Oh, no. Oh, actually, we could just split it on.
What do you want to run? Just another...
Yeah, let's go another. We can run a different lure if you want to try something different instead of a jet set. Or we just stick with all jet sets, eh?
Yeah.
What colours you got left?
Just that and that.
What's the other one? The purple. The purple nurple. Let's go perps. So what do we got? We're running 3 jet sets in the pilchard colour, 1 fruit salad, and 2 lumo. And what else we got? 2 lumo and the purple. We're nearly ready. So 7 lures. All sorted.
Sorted.
This is a lure spread from Nam. 7 lures. She's going to be epic. The beauty is though, when you're trolling for tuna, especially albacore tuna, when they hit the lure, they go straight down. So the secret is you just take the boat back into idle, keep it going forward, then all your crew pulls in all the lures and just keeps the lures at the back while you're going forward. Take it out of gear, that person plays that fish, you grab all the other person then grabs all the rods and reels and gets them in the boat out the way. I mean, they say keep going and keep trolling and hooking up multiple fish, but you know, we're about catching one fish and having a bit of fun with it. So we're getting abuse from Vaughan at the moment. We got 7 lures ready. 7. We're good to go. All right, let's do it. Right, so no luck on the tuna so far. The weather's still pretty good out here. It's doing about probably 9-10 knots, a nor'wester. We're just heating up into another spot now. We've still got the tuna lures on. Vaughan's scared of the spot because it is Kingfish Mecca. We're running 7 lures and are going to have a go in this Kingfish spot, which potentially could go absolutely pear-shaped. But I'll hook up the deck camera now and get that running, so if we do get into a bit of action, it's going to be fully recorded. There's a float directly in front of me, Vaughan, and I'm just going to turn off now between this marker here.
Yeah, see ya.
You ready, dude? You ready? I'd get ready. Could potentially go completely pear-shaped.
Just gonna get a bit pear-shaped. Oh yeah.
Look at the bait fish already.
Yeah.
I would have thought this would be a prime spot for tuna as well. There you go, in already. Yeah, we just hooked up. What have we got on? Take them on. Take them on. Yeah, straight up the middle. What do you got, King? That muscle we're just pulling up on that. Oh! There, King's right there. Oh, yeah, you got a good one. Get into it. Wake up. Looks like it might be a good one, dude. Oh, yes. Good job, mate. We want to keep him? Probably want to keep him, won't we?
You could eat her, eh?
Yeah.
I'm good for that.
Alright, let's do it. Look out, buddy. I'll just chuck that camera up there. Right. Sorry, man. Alright, we made the call, we're going to keep that one. We haven't had a kingfish for ages, we'll keep one for ages. On the old jet set. You want to chuck some stick baits, dude?
Probably wouldn't be a silly idea, eh?
Yeah, some good fish there, some crackers there. Oh, he's a good kingy. Shit, I made a bloodbath in the boat though.
Straight away, didn't you?
I said to get ready, eh? Pretty much straight away, straight into it. And that's a good fish. We can either troll some more lures or cast some lures. What do you want to do?
This wouldn't be a bad idea, eh?
Yeah, let's do some baits. Yeah, off that end float there's plenty of fish there. Yeah. Sweet. Let's do it. Oh, come on! Oh, chase us, look at that! Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Yep! Well, we just had an awesome bit of fun with some kingies. Josh got that nice one, was there. We got another one on the stick bait, and also Vaughan that hooked up, but then dropped one. There's heaps following our stick baits, but they weren't really taking. So we're going to carry on now, head up, and we're going to probably go for a snapper now until the change of the tide this evening. Then we might go for a groper, or we'll just snap a fish for the evening. Did you get another wonky gone? Tough fishing today. Josh has just got another, that's a better wonky though, eh? That one's up around the 15 centimetres. We'll go and look at it, we'll go and check it out. That's a cracker, buddy. Just hold it up for everyone. Get it from the picture, there you go. The old elusive wonky gone, check him out. He liked the sunset crab too, eh?
Loved it, mate, loved it.
Josh is cleaning up at the moment. That's 2 wonky gonks to 0. But to be fair, we were just talking to Vaughan, we knew it was going to be tough up here in summer. The fish just aren't here because they're in Tasman Bay spawning, but we really wanted to get out and do an overnighter trip and just do some fishing, slow jigging and stick baiting and going for a kingy. So regardless whether we catch anything, it's good we actually came out. Otherwise we'd be sitting at home wishing we came out. You're going back in for another one. Oh, you're a glutton for punishment. He's back in. Josh the Wonky Gonk Punisher. I don't think I'm going to drop my line. I'm spiralling. I've spiraled into fishy depression. I'm down. Man down. Actually, you're going to need decent helmsmen for those size wonky gonks. They're getting bigger, so I'll stay on the helm for you, eh? You're going to need it. Whoa! I was going to say just stay up because we were going to go back up to the top of the spot. But I think you'll be right here. You'll still get a good wonky here, I'd imagine. It's good territory for a wonky anyway. Bit of rough ground. No other sign, no bait fish, nothing. It's wonky gonk territory.
What's the next attack plan?
Well, that's Vaughan. He's fed up. Josh just got another good sized wonky gonk, so we might stick it out here for a while, dude.
Really?
No, he's keen, he dropped back down, but no, I think we'll head off, eh?
Yeah, there's nothing doing here.
Spot 3.
What?
We'll go to snap a spot 3, eh?
Where's that? Is that in the passage?
Yeah, it was just the 3rd spot we went to today, yeah.
You drinking?
No, I just thought we've been at 2 spots already and nothing, so we're going to a 3rd spot.
I think you might have just jinxed it.
You saying I jinxed it's jinxed it. That negative attitude's not going to help anyone, Vaughan. Okay, we're going to spot 3. Right, so from our last adventure, we were going into the passage for a fish. Vaughan and that saw some kingies busting up on the surface, so we had a few goes of stick baits. Some really bright spark decided to start towing lures around, and they were towing them about 300 metres behind the boat, and then decided to drive in front of Vaughan and Suzanne. So currently Vaughan then's motor, because he was driving along slowly, cruising around, people trawled past, didn't know, thought they had a fish on, and hooked Vaughan. So Vaughan's been trying to get in and get all the line out of the motor. We had a good go at it, but still got a few hundred metres, so we're going to have to tow. We're towing him right across Stevens Passage. We're going to head up into the inside of the Rangitotos and take him into a beach there, and he's going to take off the prop and take all the braid off. We wanted to do it out in the deep water, but it'd just lose the prop and it'd be a nightmare. So we're making our way across the bay at approximately 3 knots now into the Rangitotos. Vaughan is surprisingly not that angry. So our fishing, or this flog, could potentially be the end. It's going to take us a couple of hours to cruise across the bay there anyway. Let's go and see what Vaughan has to say.
It's not that bad that I lost.
How are you feeling about it?
Oh, pretty pissed off.
I can't believe how unangry you are.
What are you going to do? Pretty incapacitated, you know. Throw me toys. Throw everything overboard.
Well, at least we've got the backup, Senator.
Yeah. Little brother rescuing the big brother.
Yeah. We've got a ways to go, but surprisingly, it's yeah, I'm not phased. Yeah, I'm not phased at all. I'm not at home. Let's be fair. We made that discussion that as long as we're not at home, we could troll. We could still troll some lures. It's getting a bit bumpy now. We might have to go back. Well. Alright.
And I'll drop the poke and then we can pull us out.
You don't want to just nose straight up to the beach?
No, but so pull us back out with the poke.
Oh, okay. We'll go around and then back in.
Oh, yeah.
We need live others.
Chuck is that here?
Oh, this is the spot for it?
Perfect.
We just spun around, reversed in. While reversing in, Vaughan dropped his anchor. So once they get it off and we get sorted, just pull the anchor out, it'll drag us both out, and then we'll unhook each other and carry on. I don't know what we're carrying on to though. Yeah, well, that wind's picking up there.
Yeah.
How's it looking? To be fair, we couldn't be in a better spot.
There's a shit ton. Yeah, you got to remember, I actually cut his line anyway, so there was more than this.
Yeah. That's just where you went over it.
It's been a there we go. So much as it's been a pain in the ass coming all the way over here, that would have been a nightmare trying to get that off sitting in the water. I would have been there for hours.
Even with the wind. It's alright, little senator had your back.
Yeah, I know. Good, eh? I'll do the same for you.
I know. I've never even been in here.
All the way. You'd be driving all the way home just waiting for the prop to fall off.
That was the culprit. So we got the last of the braid off. Vaughan's just pulled us out with anchor, and we're gonna cast off. Hey, you guys are gonna tell us for the next hour now.
Hey, we're a lot worse, eh? We're going to release now, or what are we doing?
Pretty good, eh?
Beautiful. Perfect. Well, that was pretty good, bro.
That worked out.
That could have been a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah. Make sure you take a toolkit. We'll have a basic toolkit anyway out on the boat with you, just in case. Someone always gets their line around the prop. Or in this case, someone that has no idea how to troll and trolled right past Vaughan with 300 metres out. Mate, it's just solid. Late afternoon, it's deteriorated out here. We towed Vaughan back into, oh, he's on the bottom. I can feel him on the bottom. We got the little Stella, I'm just hooked up to something good, and I can feel him rubbing. Ah, oh, that's terrible. Reverse, bro. She's all go here, we just hooked up. Vaughan, we met up with Craig and Kurt. Thought we'd come out here for a go. The wind's sort of blowing now, probably 12 to 15 knots. We thought we'd have a go here. Vaughan and Suzanne bailed straight away. They're like, no. The little Stella got down to the last, the backing actually. As you can see in the background, it probably doesn't look as rough, but it's gusting pretty bad. Joshy's doing an epic job on the helm. I've locked the drag up quite a bit on this, but we're going to do well to land whatever we got here. But making a bit of leeway on it now. I got right down to the backing, so good work, Joshy. Exciting stuff, dude. It's exciting. It's just a solid weight. I can feel him on the bottom. I almost think he's come off and I've hooked the bottom. Like there's no fight in it now. It's just coming straight up. But the thing is, how it hasn't busted. Yeah, I'm getting line, but it's no head nods, nothing. I reckon he popped off and I've got a rock on now. Because it's just pure solid weight. No, nothing. Nah, that's a bit of seaweed. Oh, that was good, whatever it had. I don't know, maybe it's just giving up the ghost. I got line now. Oh, it's a shark. Oh, dude. Dude. Oh, it's a big shark. Okay, that's that'll do it. Probably those big hook outs, dude.
Are they?
I think they're in the bait board actually. Oh man. Oh, that's gutting. I thought that was a big snapper to start with. It's should be able to just flick it straight out, dude. That's a good shark. Go, mate, go, go. Multiple shots at it, he's still not got it. No. Oh, dude. Yes. Ah, gutted. I thought we had a snapper. But again, that little Stella did the damage, eh? That's a good shark, dude. Oh, well, that was exciting.
Oh man, that went like...
I know. On a slow jig. I could have sworn that was a big snapper, eh? Definitely. But have a look, the weather's deteriorated. And we might head round and see what Vaughan and that are doing around the corner there. Is it a snapper, Barty?
Hey?
Snapper?
Oh, I might think so, mate. Yep, here we go.
Did you drop on sign?
Yeah, snapper.
Woohoo! Oh, it's a good one. Oh, that's a ripper. Yeah. All right, Barty just pulled in a good snapper. They joined us on the outside up here. It's he's dancing at the moment. It's horrific up here at the moment. Actually, it's better now, Josh. It's not as bad now, eh, dude? So they just said there's a good patch. Vaughan's got a snapper. We've got a couple of wonky gonks and 3 cod, and we're pretty happy about that, to be fair, because we just wanted some fresh fish for tea. Josh is really freaked out about the wonky gonk and keeping them, and the big ones. He thinks I'm kidding about having them for tea. Are you gonna have some wonky gonk for tea? Hey? Yeah, I may have talked him into it. So the boys are just leading us up to where they got that hooked up to that fish anyway, and that was a long paddle. You there, Vaughnie?
Yeah, mate.
Barty just got a big boy.
Nice. Shut up.
It's actually pretty good up here now, dude.
Alright, we might come up and have a wee drop.
I think that would be very nice and wise. Change my chart options. We'll go from Navionics to Tasman Sea. I've just changed chart to a chart I've actually mapped out. You'll probably see in a few of the vlogs actually a different looking chart. I've mapped that out. So we'll go up and head to these guys. See if we can't hook a snapper. What do you got, Wonky? What's that? Is it a car or something? I mean a cod. What's a snap? You didn't tell me you got it on. You're like, John Dory? Oh. big snapper, dude. It's a big snapper. Yeah, Joshy. Woo! Dude. I can't stop the reverse. I'm in on the other side. Holy Woo! Joshy just got that. I'm into a snap now. It's just gone off. Barney's just turned up and look at that. Bring it in, mate. Yeah. That's what we're after.
Where are you at?
I'm right out that side. I'm still in reverse. Oh, I dropped him.
Jeez, that was just...
That was awesome. Oh, still going in reverse. Oh no, I'm still on. I'm still on. What? Take it out of gear. Yeah, I'm still on. What? Oh wow, what just happened? Oh wow. Kingy. I think a kingy just hit it. Yeah. I gotta crank that drag. Oh. Can we punch her in reverse, buddy?
Mate.
I thought it was bigger than that.
Hey?
I didn't realise you got a snapper that big, dude.
No, it just...
You milked that.
just died.
You didn't do anything. You just.
Ah.
Oh, I'm gonna lose all my line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I dropped it. Perfect. That was definitely a good kingy. So I just got a kingy hook up. And Joshy just got that fish. How long is it, dude? So I bust off.
70.
70. Bust it off. That was a solid weight to that. He's just on you.
All over it, mate. Oh.
You happy with that, dude?
Yeah, no, good times, mate.
It was
Fucking,
starting to go off now, eh?
yeah, it is, eh?
You dropped a double then.
We just need to get back on the bite, mate.
Oh, let's do it. They're quite heavy too, eh?
Fucking rock.
Yeah. Right, so what's turned out to be an absolute carnage of a afternoon's actually turned out really well. I just dropped 2 fish. Actually, Josh landed a fish and the Stella got smashed in the rod holder, and then I got it up and dropped the snapper, and then a Kingfish hooked it up. And then just did another drop. Hooked up another good fish, and I've only got about 90 metres of braid left on the reel. So it's all go stations. Josh had to bloody drop his rod running there at me screaming because I was down to the backing. I had about 4 turns on my backing of mono, and then it was I was gonna bust off. And in the end, trying to muck around, I lifted the rod, took all the pressure off, and I dropped it. So that's a couple I've lost so far now. And I've switched now to the SHIMANO. I see a Jigger 1000 and the Game Ingitsu rod. And the Game Ingitsu rod is by far the best rod I've ever used. But the problem is I love this little Stella 1000 so much, it's hard to actually hard to change the little Stella, but there's just not enough line on it now. I just haven't re-spooled it from a few trips, and it's just not really cutting to the bottom, and it's just battling that last bit of backing with fish. But if you can see from the background, the weather has died right off. Me and Josh are trying a new secret weapon that we are not allowed to disclose because it's not on the market yet. Vaughan's in the background, you can see there. We've got Josh and Craig just over here. Oh, not Josh and Craig, Kurt and Craig. Got Josh with me, he's right behind me. But it's good to have the Aussie back for a bit of a fish. He still hasn't got that Aussie tinge yet. I don't know, there's a little bit of tinge there, dude.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Now that you're back, is your daughter still real bad Aussie tinge?
Yeah, she got a mean twang, mate.
Oh, real? I don't really know if I'm on the bottom though, dude, do you?
That's better right there.
The action on this lure is pretty good though, eh? You gotta work it though, don't you? Oh, where are you?
How we?
Oh.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I dropped it again. No, I'm still on.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I'm still on. It's not big though, whatever it is. Oh, maybe it is.
Oh, fuck, already. Oh.
What do you got? What do you got?
You.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miles under now that you're pulling. Yeah, I got this big one.
Okay, we've hooked each other. We'll turn off the camera for this. No one wants to see us hook each other. Right, so that was a exceptional evening fishing. Josh is just gutting a snapper. So he got a cracker this evening. What was started to be a terrible day, it's turned out to be an outstanding evening. It's just that wind's died right off. Vaughan and Suzanne have left to go more up for the night. Craig and Kurt have just taken off now. So me and Josh are going to make way and go more up with them all for the evening. Cook tea, probably some fresh fish for tea. And probably park up, have an early night, and then probably in the morning. I'm not sure fuel wise whether I'll come back up the top. We had to tow Vaughan across the bay as you saw earlier. So we've still got plenty of fuel really, so we could come back up and have another go, which we might actually come back up here first thing in the morning and have another go for a snapper. We should come back up for a snapper in the morning, eh? We might as well come back here, eh? Yeah, so we might just come back up here first thing and another go for a snapper. But that wind has just dropped right off. It's meant to pick up tomorrow, so I'm not sure how long we're going to stick it out for. But yeah, no, I'm very happy with today's results. It's great to get what was that in front of the boat? What is that? Oh, seal. Good old seal. Yeah, so it was good to get Josh get into a decent fish. So we're going to crank up the beats and make our way to the mooring now. Right up there.
See in a little bit.
That wind. What do you reckon that's blowing now?
Pretty odd.
Hey, whoa, man. We're parked up for the evening. When we got here, as you saw, it was flat calm. I don't know if you can actually hear me now, but it is blowing 20 plus knots this evening. And now we're sort of starting to get a little bit concerned with this strength on the wind. We should be pretty right. Well, we're tied up to a mussel farm, so that's pretty safe, but it's seriously blowing. I would say it's, yeah, gusting, so we're almost thinking gusting up to 30 knots. I'm not sure if you can hear it with the Wookiee, but I'll put it down the side of the boats and see if you can hear it. Look at the Wookiee going.
Yeah. Oh, well. Not much you can do about it.
Not now.
It's going to be what it's going to be. We're not going to get now, are we?
Still some good gusts coming through, eh? Not as bad as last night though. That was brutal. So we woke up this morning to probably around 10, 15, more like gusting to 15 knot winds coming through. We moored up for the night. She was a pretty broken sleep from the... Actually, we couldn't really hear the wind inside the cabin. It's dead still, but when you get outside, it was pretty bloody loud. Just gale force winds gusting to 30 coming through. So we looked on the live weather this morning on Predict Wind and see that it is 9 knots at Stevens and 7 in Nelson in the southwester, but for some reason it's just gusting up through here. It's just channeling up the inside of Derval. So we've all just lifted untied from each other and we're going to make a run home. It's 7:15 in the morning. It's a bit shitty we're going, but I guess we'll be back early to clean up. I'm not sure what the others are doing. I think the Savages are going to go for a cod. We might end up going for a cod, or maybe a jig for a kingy. But I don't know. Do you want to bother going? Do you want to get cod maybe? If you want to? Yeah, we might have a stop for a cod. That water's so clear up here. Should be pretty bloody. It wouldn't be a bad spot normally, eh?
Over there.
Yeah. It's got like a tiny little button on it, just to record and stop. And my little sausage fingers struggle to press the button. Classic curse of the sausage finger. People don't really realise how much sausage fingers can affect your life. I still believe it's an illness. You're up there though with those old XL gloves. Yeah, I'm rocking the same size. Yeah. You shouldn't have admitted that. Good. Well, we made it back to Nelson. That was probably the most torturous trip back from up top we've ever had. We're going straight into a southwester of about 15 knots. The Mad Mile from Current Basin into Okiwi Bay, we call that the Mad Mile, turned out to be the Mad 50 Mile. And yeah, we took a hiding actually. And the camera ripped off its mount. Me and Josh are a little bit sore at the moment, and it's baking hot. So that's going to be the end of this vlog anyway, people. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Gonna say goodbye or something, Josh?
See you, mate.
So see you, digger.
See you later, digger.